When we talk about football, one name inevitably echoes through stadiums and conversations worldwide: Lionel Messi. For nearly 2 decades, this Argentine maestro has redefined what's possible on a football pitch. He's not just a player, he's an artist, a magician, a phenomenon. Today we're taking a journey back in time to relive 10 of his most breathtaking goals of pure genius that didn't just find the back of the net but also shocked the world and cemented his legacy as the greatest of all time. So, get ready for a masterclass in skill, audacity, and sheer brilliance. Let's start our countdown at number 10, with a goal that showcased his incredible free-kick prowess. The stage was the 2014 World Cup, Argentina versus Nigeria. The pressure was immense. Argentina needed a win to top their group. Messi stepped up to a free kick. A good 30 yards out. The wall was set. The keeper was ready. But for Messi, distance is just a number. He struck the ball with a perfect blend of power and curve, sending it soaring over the wall and into the top corner, leaving the goalkeeper absolutely frozen. It was a moment of magic that sealed the win and sent a clear message to the world. Messi had arrived on the biggest stage. This wasn't just a goal. It was a statement. Coming in at number 9, we head to the Champions League. 2011 Barcelona vs Arsenal. The first leg had seen Arsenal snatch a narrow victory. The second leg at the Camp Nou was a tense affair. The ball fell to Messi inside the box, with the goalkeeper, Manuel Almunia, rushing out to close him down. In a split second, with almost no space to work with, Messi did the unthinkable. He flicked the ball delicately over the keeper's head, controlled it on the other side, and calmly volleyed it into the empty net. The sheer audacity, the improvisation, the flawless execution, it was a goal that left everyone, including the Arsenal players, in sheer disbelief. It perfectly encapsulated his footballing brain, always thinking one step ahead of everyone else. For our number 8 spot, we rewind to a Copa del Rey semi-final in 2015 against Villarreal. This goal is all about raw, unadulterated dribbling skill. Receiving the ball on the right wing, Messi was immediately surrounded by a sea of yellow shirts. It looked like a dead end. But for Messi, it was an invitation. He nutmegged one defender, danced past another, and then, with a quick feint, left a third one sliding on the grass. He cut inside and, from just outside the box, unleashed a powerful, curling shot into the far corner. It was a solo run that demonstrated his incredible close control and ability to navigate through the tightest of spaces as if the defenders weren't even there. A true work of art. At number 7, we witness a moment of gravity-defying brilliance. It's the 2015 Copa del Rey final against Athletic Bilbao. Trapped near the halfway line on the right touchline by 3 defenders, Messi seemed to have nowhere to go. What followed was pure sorcery. In a blur of motion, he shimmied past one, burst between the other 2, and accelerated down the wing. It cut inside, leaving another defender in his wake, and then, from a tight angle, fired a thunderous shot past the keeper at his near post. The run was so fast, so direct, so powerful, that it looked like a scene from a movie. It was a goal that won the cup and left the world wondering if he was even human. For number 6, let's revisit the iconic El Clásico 2017. At the Santiago Bernabeu, the match was tied 2-2, and the clock had ticked past the 92nd minute. Real Madrid was on the attack, but a swift Barcelona counterattack began. The ball was worked out to the left, then pulled back to the edge of the box. And who was there, arriving like a freight train? Lionel Messi. He met the ball with a first-time, left-footed strike that arrowed into the bottom corner. The celebration was just as legendary as the goal. He ran to the corner, took off his shirt, and held it up to the stunned Real Madrid fans. It was his 500th goal for Barcelona, a last-second winner in the home of his greatest rivals. You simply cannot write a better script than that. We're into the top 5, and at number 5 is a goal that defies the laws of physics. Champions League semi-final, 2019. Barcelona versus Liverpool. Messi stood over a free kick, a full 35 yards from goal. It seemed too far out for a direct shot. But this is Messi we're talking about. He took a deep breath and unleashed an absolute rocket. The ball flew through the air, swerving and dipping viciously, before nestling perfectly into the top left corner. Alisson, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, could only watch. The sheer power, the wicked curve, the pinpoint accuracy. It was the perfect free kick. A moment of individual brilliance that brought the Camp Nou to its feet in utter adoration. At number 4. We've a header. Yes, a header. The 2009 Champions League final against Manchester United. At just 5'7", aerial prowess isn't what Messi is known for. But in the biggest game of the season, he produced one of the most memorable headers in football history. Xavi clipped a beautiful cross into the box. Messi, finding a pocket of space, seemed to hang in the air, suspended in time, before connecting with the ball. He looped his header over the towering Edwin van der Sar and into the back of the net. It was a goal of incredible technique and timing, proving that he could score in any way imaginable, sealing another Champions League title for Barcelona. We've reached the top 3. Kicking off our podium is a goal from the 2011 Champions League semi-final, once again at the Santiago Bernabeu against Real Madrid. This was El Clásico at its most ferocious. With the game finally poised, Messi decided to take matters into his own hands. Picking up the ball just inside the Madrid half, he played a quick 1-2 and then embarked on a mesmerizing solo run. He slalomed past 4, then 5 Madrid players, including world-class defenders, as if they were training cones. Bearing down on goal, he calmly slotted the ball past Iker Casillas. The run, the control, the balance, the composure in a high-stakes Clásico, it was breathtaking. It was a goal that silenced the Bernabeu and showcased his ability to produce magic under the most intense pressure. Our runner-up, at number 2, is a goal that broke German hearts and elevated Messi to near mythical status. It's the 2015 Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich, managed by his former mentor, Pep Guardiola. The victim, one of the world's best defenders, Jerome Boateng. Messi received the ball on the edge of the box, faced up to Boateng, and with a quick shimmy, completely bamboozled him. Boateng was left collapsing to the floor in a heap as Messi breezed past him. But the genius didn't stop there. With the world-class Manuel Neuer rushing out, Messi produced the most delicate, audacious chip with his weaker right foot, lifting the ball effortlessly over the keeper and into the net. The move that broke Boateng's ankles became an internet sensation, a perfect symbol of Messi's devastating combination of skill and ruthlessness. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the number 1 greatest, most shocking Messi goal of all time. We have to go back to 2007. A 19-year-old Messi in a Copa del Rey match against Getafe. This is the goal that drew the first legitimate comparisons to the great Diego Maradona. Receiving the ball in his own half, he turned and began to run. He nutmegged one player, skipped past another. He accelerated, leaving 2 more defenders trailing in his wake. He raced into the penalty area, rounded the goalkeeper with ease, and from a tight angle, slotted the ball into the net. It was an almost carbon copy of Maradona's goal of the century against England in 1986. For a teenager to replicate such an iconic goal with such precision was simply unheard of. It was the moment the world knew. This kid wasn't just special, he was destined to be one of the greatest to ever play the game. From long-range screamers to many dribbles, from gravity-defying headers to cheeky chips, Lionel has given us countless moments of joy and disbelief. Every goal we've seen today is a chapter in the incredible story of a true footballing genius. What's your favorite Lionel goal? Did we miss any? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more football content. See you in the next one.